Today's workouts, we're gonna be using bands. I've gotten some requests for some banded workouts when you're traveling. These are really easy to travel with. This is a Rogue fitness band. It is the red band. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. It's super easy to roll up and put in your suitcase and travel, or if you just have a backpack or rucksack that you're traveling with. So I'm gonna give you guys some variations. I will have this band as well. Again, these are really easy to travel with. I went on my motorcycle trip in July and traveled with some bands, and it was perfectly easy. All right, so the first exercise we're gonna be going over, this is gonna be focusing into essentially a 2-part series. This first video will cover an upper body workout that you can use with bands, and the second part will be actually for some lower body exercises. So let's get started. The first one, we're actually gonna do our back side. So we're gonna do bent over banded rows. You're gonna place the band on the floor kind of in this U shape. You're gonna step in the middle of the band, feet touching each other or directly underneath your hips. You're gonna hinge from the hips and bend at the knee, and you're gonna have your palms face each other as you grab the band. You're gonna squeeze your shoulders back and down, and I'm gonna pull my elbows or row my elbows back behind me. So I'm maintaining a flat spine here, pulling my belly button to the spine. I'm gonna row the arms back. So a band over bent row here with the band, nice and easy. Then we're gonna go to the second exercise. I'll give you guys the rep scheme and details here in a second, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you guys are new here, I'd love your support by subscribing and sharing this video with others to hopefully help reach other people out there. So this next one, we're gonna step through the band. So I personally like to put my foot in one band. I'll pull, create some tension. Other leg will come through, and I'll try to push as much as I can of the band on the opposite side of the foot. Then I'll have enough slack up here. I'll bring that band up into the front rack position like a strict press. I'm gonna pull my chin back, squeeze my lower body nice and tight, and then press the band overhead. These are banded presses. Remember, today is focusing on the upper body for our banded exercises. So banded presses, notice that my elbows are slightly in front here in this position versus being underneath. This is going to allow me to rest the band, in a way, rest the band on my shoulders as I press the band overhead. All right, after that, we're gonna keep the band in the same position. We're just gonna reverse or flip our hand over to a bicep curl position. So palms are gonna face away. I'm gonna tuck my elbows into my rib cage. I'm gonna pull the band into my upper body. Now, if you're using this red band and it's not enough tension, then you're gonna release the band, step on the band so there's more slack at the bottom. That's gonna increase the tension with the band. So first exercise, banded bent over rows. Second exercise, banded presses. Third exercise, bicep curls with the band. All right, next we're then gonna switch. We're gonna do a single arm tricep extension. So we've done this before, I've done this before, I've showed you guys. Essentially is a tricep stretch, right? So in this position, we're gonna be in the same setup position where I'm stepping on the end foot of the band. Then from here, I'm gonna extend my arm out to the overhead position and then retract down. Now, if you're relatively new and bands are very tight and this is a hard position because you can't get all the way extension, then you're gonna come down to the ground. You're going to place that band on your knee joint. Be very gentle. I'm actually gonna put it behind me. So I'm gonna thread my leg through. This will be a little easier. You have to make sure that you have a good attachment on that band with your knee. Now, this is obviously gonna create a lot of slack in the band. So same thing, I'm gonna do a banded single arm tricep extension. This is a modification if, for whatever reason, doing it from a standing position is too much. Again, this is the Rogue red band, which I recommend. There is a blue one, actually, and a purple one. The blue one, you'll notice here, is a little bit thicker in width, obviously, but it's also thicker in terms of the tension. So, not that you can't travel with this one, that is an option as well, but I recommend the red one. So you're going to do the banded single arm tricep extensions one arm, then you'll switch banded tricep extensions on the other arm. So again, same thing from the other side, looks like so. Recommend you have your arch of the foot with a band. You can also take your opposite hand, grab the base of your tricep, right, elbow, excuse me, and then extend that arm out, right? This might give you a little bit of support. This is challenging, right? So don't be afraid to modify. Now for the reps, that's how we're gonna do this. So we're focusing, like I said, on upper body. We're gonna be doing 30-second stations. So 30 seconds bent over rows, 30 seconds presses with a band, 30 seconds bicep curls, 30 seconds of a single arm tricep extension one arm, 30 seconds of a single arm extension on the other arm. Then you're gonna rest 30 seconds and you're gonna complete a total of 3 rounds. Now, if you're new to fitness or new to exercise and 3 rounds seems like a lot, you can modify. You're going to do 2 rounds. If you're very experienced, you have a lot of fitness underneath your belt, then you can always opt for 4 rounds. The reason for 3 rounds is gonna give you a little bit of stimulation of the body. You're gonna rest, recover, and you're gonna see if you can kind of get the same around the reps, same number of reps, excuse me. So say, for example, if you get 15 reps that first round, your goal is to get around the same number of reps the second and third round. So if you have a piece of paper, your phone, you can utilize that. You can use your watch, your phone, whatever you can, a timer to keep the track. But a goal is 30 seconds for every station, 30 seconds rest, and then again, for a total of 3 rounds. You can modify to 2 or 4 if need be. Now, if you guys want more workouts like this, obviously stay tuned. The second video I'm gonna be doing will be banded exercises for our lower body. A little bit of core will be involved as well, but stay tuned for that. Also, if you guys want more, I have my 21-day fat loss challenge you can sign up for. It's not just about fat loss, but it's also education on nutrition, sleep, and a multitude of other topics. I give you guys daily workouts, daily cues, as well as daily challenges and some meal plans, as well as macronutrient PDFs that you guys can download as well. So feel free to check that out. It is linked below. I appreciate you guys tuning in and stay tuned for the second series.